Well, Todd, on the road again, I guess, and the Nashville game last night was last time you played was pretty spirited. What are you planning for tomorrow?
Well, we'll have our hands full. That's a common answer from me now because all the teams are revving it up, and we want to. First of all, we want to recover from a fairly poor outing against Minnesota. So that's first and foremost, get our game in order, and then worry about what they're doing. Secondly, it was a spirited affair here. Both teams played extremely hard, and we expect that all over again. So, but we're equipped to play however the game presents itself. But we got to get our game back up and running. This last 3-game stretch is important for us, and we've lost the momentum we gained heading into the All-Star break. So it's time to reestablish it.
When you talk about recovering from a loss, do you see evidence of that today, or do you not truly know until they drop the puck tomorrow?
Well, today was a positive day for us in the fact that the players owned their individual mistakes and their individual situational play, whether it was lack of effort or commitment level or just making errors. So they owned it, and that's a good sign. We set up practice to work on some areas we thought we were weak, and also to set us up for an aggressive forecheck and neutral zone forecheck in Nashville. So, I think it's a positive, but really until you play the game again and you see individuals react to the loss, we really don't know.
Chris Russell's been so good for you this year. You obviously had a bad night last night. You look at that as a one-off, and it's going to happen to everyone.
Yeah, players aren't perfect, and in an 82-game schedule, you're going to have some stinkers individually, and that was probably Chris's poorest game, and credit to him. He was the first guy that owned it. I think that shows great signs of maturity for our team. I'm not sure that's always happened in the past year. It may have been somebody else's problem. So he owned it. A number of the other players did as well. Arguably, Rusty and Sakara have been our best pair for the most part, and we know they'll get it back fairly quick.
The fact that he's a veteran, and the veterans usually bounce back from stuff like that.
They do. Rookies have to as well, and I think that's a sign of leadership as well. It's not just leading when things are going well, but when it goes ugly, he steps up. He owns that, and some of the younger players that are here, maybe for the first time or only been around for a while, they look at that and they say, "You got to own your game, and you man up." And now, if he can follow it up with a real good game, which we expect, that's even another level of leadership, and we hope that he does that.
Todd, when another coach in the league loses his job a given day, does that set you back in your chair?
Not anymore. Maybe when I was a little bit younger. And that doesn't mean I'm in a different situation as an individual, but it's just when you've been in the business this long, you know what's happening. I've been in that situation too. You've lived through it. I disagree completely. People will say, well, coaches are hired to be fired. I disagree with it 100%. When you're in that initial hiring phase, you believe you have the right guy and the right marriage, and it's just that sometimes marriages don't last and the divorce happens. And, there's blame that can go all over the place. In my particular situation, Ken's might be different, but in mine, and just like I was talking with Chris Russell, you have to step up and own it. And the coach has to own it, the organization, the players, they all have to own it. And again, that's my situation. I can't speak for Ken or Jack or anybody else that's unfortunately been released so far this season.